Hi everyone, welcome to Rambutan's well-being film that's aimed at anyone who's feeling that so many things are out of their control right now. We know these are challenging and upsetting times for many people, but hopefully this film will help you to think about what's important right now and how you can at least get some element of control back during this crisis. This film might also benefit you if you're a leader or manager of people, as it will take you through a bit of theory followed by some really practical steps to help you think about mindset and control, as well as some brilliant coaching questions you can either ask yourself or someone else who might need a bit of help and support right now. So let's start. So when we or others around us are faced with challenges and changes in our lives, it's easy to feel that things are being done to us and we have no control over what happens next. The good news is that even in times of dramatic change and challenge, we all have the ability to remain in control of our actions, reactions, thoughts, feelings, and ultimately our outcomes. This is known as our locus of control and refers to how strongly we believe we have control over the situations and experiences that affect our lives. This concept, locus of control, was first developed in 1954 by psychologist Julian Rotter and has subsequently been expanded upon by many other psychologists. People with a high belief of control are generally said to have an internal locus of control, believing that their success or failure is the result of the effort and hard work that they've put in. The opposite, people with an external locus of control, generally believe that their successes or failures result from external factors beyond their control, such as luck, fate, circumstance, or injustice, for example. Whether a person has an internal or external locus of control is thought to have a powerful effect on their personal motivation, persistence, and achievements in life. Life events can affect your belief about how much in control you feel. Negative events such as losing your job, this current crisis, or bereavement can induce feelings of low or no control. And this is a natural feeling and one that can sometimes feel overwhelming. We'd invite you to remember to allow yourself time and space to reflect, and sometimes grieving is necessary and normal. And remember that you can choose a different mindset to help you and others around you. This can be empowering and can help. There's an old adage that's really useful in these situations, which is, you can't always control what happens, but you can control how you feel about it. Events that impact our feeling of being in or out of control can be situational or contextual, in that, for example, you may feel a strong sense of control over your success or failure at work, but a weak sense of control when it comes to aspects of your personal life. The great news for all of us is that we can increase our locus of control as it is a learnable trait. I'm sure many of you are also familiar with, or at least have heard of, Dr. Stephen Covey's best-selling book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Habit 1, which he refers to as be proactive, is a really important habit to practice here in relation to your locus of control. So what does Covey say about proactivity? He describes proactive people as ones who take responsibility for their lives, not blaming external factors or other people, and recognizing that they in fact are response-able. Instead of reacting to or worrying about conditions of which they have little or no control, proactive people focus their time and energy on things they can control. Conversely, he describes reactive people as finding external sources to blame for their behaviour, and gives the example that if the weather is good, they feel good, or if it isn't, it affects their attitude and performance, and they blame the weather. The powerful message here is that you have the freedom to choose your response to what's happening to you and around you. One of the most important things you choose is what you say to yourself. A proactive person would use very proactive language, things like I can, I will, I prefer. Conversely, a reactive person often uses reactive language, such as I can't, I have to, or if only. So what can you do about your locus of control? It's helpful to first remind yourself that you can't always change a situation, but you can choose how you want to feel about it. Right now, in the middle of this COVID-19 pandemic, with an external locus of control, you might be thinking or saying to yourself things like, the vaccine, where is it? How long will this go on for? What about these other people who are hoarding things, panic buying? McDonald's is closing. Oh no, no sport on TV. So much news, fake news. So here's something practical you can do. You might need a pen and paper to hand, by the way. First off, think about the areas that you feel are in your external locus of control and ask yourself these questions. How could I choose to feel about this situation? If I chose to feel a different way, what control does this give me back over the situation? What could I choose to do right now based on my new feelings? If you practice this over time, you'll start to notice by asking these questions, you can choose to feel differently about situations you originally felt you had no control over. And remember, you always have control of how you feel, how you react, and how you behave. We do a lot of one-to-one coaching at Rambutan, and we thought we'd give you some more questions that might be great to ask yourself, or if you get a chance, ask others to help them. Questions such as, what is the outcome I want to achieve in this situation? What will it look like and feel like for me, other people, when I achieve this outcome? What is happening right now that I need to consider with this situation? What ideas do I have that I can do positively to impact this situation? What am I going to choose to do right now? How am I going to choose to feel right now? What support might I need? Using questions like these to self-coach and coach others can make a dramatic difference to help you and others grow your internal locus of control. Finally, a quick word about beliefs. It's so true that the things we believe in become our compass for how we live our lives. Our beliefs serve us in this manner, and if we hold strong, positive beliefs, they can help us to grow our locus of control. So here's a quick exercise for you. Write down the beliefs you hold that serve you well. These may be things like, I'm a great communicator, I'm a great parent, I love to help others, or I'm in control of all my emotional responses. Next, write down the beliefs you hold that you feel may hinder you. These might be things like, if it rains, my mood is bad, or I'm very shy, or I'm not very good at something. Once you've done that, look at the beliefs that you've written down that you think serve you well and ask yourself, how could you strengthen them so they serve you even more? What could make them even stronger in your mind? Next, look at the beliefs that you wrote down that you felt were hindering you. Ask yourself what you could choose to believe instead that would be more helpful. How would choosing that new belief make you feel? How can you strengthen that new belief so that it replaces the old one? So that's it for now. Bit of a whistle-stop tour, but I hope you found it helpful and informative. In these challenging and uncertain times for everyone, here at Rambutan, we're trying to do our bit to keep the world moving. We know it's kind of business as unusual at the moment, and as you all get to grips with new ways of working, on top of the many other unprecedented pressures on you and your leaders, managers and people, we've got lots of other useful tools, tips and techniques that we're very happy to share. Head over to rambutan.biz or drop me a personal email to david@rambutan.biz and we'll all be glad to help. Thanks for listening and watching, everyone. Stay safe, be kind and care for each other.